All right, what is up, everybody? Getting ready to do this live tonight. Really excited. We've got the turtles. We're going to be doing the Neca quarter scale. These are the movie turtles. Right now, in front of you, we've got Donatello, and we've actually got only two others to unbox tonight because I've already unboxed Leonardo a long time ago. I'm going to unbox these in the order that I got them, so I'm going to talk for a while. Please comment. I've got my wife back there. She's going to be telling me if you see anything, if you got any questions, and we're going to get to it.
So Tony Tone said Big Chris.
So this is what we got. We got all the turtles here, and I'll talk about them as we go along. But first, let's go ahead and talk about Donnie. Um, I'm really excited to have these. Just want to show you the box. These have been out for a while now, so nothing new there. But I've just completed the set just today. I finally got my Michelangelo in, and I'm super excited to have all the turtles together. You guys have no idea. So the box on the front has them all popping out of the sewer. You got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It says Donatello Nickelodeon. These are from Neca. On the side, you get them. You get another image of them on the side there. On the back, you got some poses. Pizza, holding the staff. Here's the actual, looks like a scene from the actual movie. And then it's got the NECA that looks like the old logo from the movie if you have seen the VHS box. Same thing on the other side, kinda. Different pose. So, really cool. I'm going to open this guy up here. I don't know, you guys. I'm like kind of starstruck messing with these turtles. You get another comment?
Do you want me to read them as they
Yeah,
pop up?
just tell me what's going on.
Somebody said, do you remember Street Sharks?
Yes, I remember Street Sharks. Street Sharks was awesome. I sure do. I talk to people about Street Sharks all the time, and they look at me like I'm crazy. Like, what's a Street Shark? Now, I will tell you guys, a lot of people have been getting these with broken legs right out of the box. So I pray to God that none of mine have a broken leg. I'll be so bummed out because it's almost impossible to fix that joint unless you have to do a recast. So I'm hoping we don't have any of those issues. I don't keep these boxes because I'll never get rid of these when I'm buried. Just put them in the coffin with me, babe. It'll be all
Basically a knockoff of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
right? They sure are. So I'm going to get in here and start trying to cut these. I probably should have got some cutters, but I'm going to use these scissors and hope they cut without scoring the figure up. Because I hate these little tie things, but I understand why you have to use them. I'm going to actually do the one around his neck and legs there. Donnie's looking pretty good so far. I had my friend Chris, shout out to my friend Chris if he's watching. I had him looking for these in Atlanta for me, and he actually scored the Raphael, and he found the Michelangelo for me as well. But I end up not getting them because the prices that these things are going for right now, check on eBay, you guys. It's getting pretty insane, and I did not want to deal with that. So I ended up passing, and I got my Michelangelo from Big Bad Toy Store. He was the last figure that I needed, and I'm done. Now, word on the street, you guys, is that NECA is planning to offer a foot soldier.
Chris said, I'm here.
They're planning to offer foot soldiers, which would be amazing if I could get a few foot soldiers to do like a Foot Clan scene. That would be epic. That's how you take a turtle out. All right, let's get a good look at the man here. I'm going to give you some close-ups at the end, guys, so just bear with me. I'm just getting them all out now. And
Trina in the house. Woo-hoo.
Who is?
No, Chris said Trina in the house,
Oh,
running
yeah.
the camera.
So, yeah, this is awesome, you guys. Oh, my God. And I should, not be this, starstruck because he should be pretty much the same as Leo, but they all have their own different look. And the actual rear part of the bandana is like a material. It may be cloth, it may be polyester or something, but the front part is sculpted. This part is like a polyester or something, but it does match okay. It's not exactly the same color, but it's fine. The arms look good. I'm always kind of skeptical with these NECA joints, like I told you guys, because NECA, man, gotta be careful. Their stuff, I know lots of folks who've had stuff break from them, but this guy, oh my God. This is freaking epic. Wow. And looking at something in the box, I was telling my friend Chris this earlier. Looking at something in the box as opposed to looking at it in person is just a whole different experience. He's got where you can tie this down when you put the bow staff on him. When you look at something in person, it's just different. I mean, I can't stress that enough. It's a different feel, and everything about it is different. And he just looks so freaking good. The shell looks good. This whole thing is amazing. So all of you guys that are in package collectors, let these toys breathe. I'm gonna go ahead. This is the one downside to the packaging, I will tell you, and it happened with my quarter scale Deadpool as well. They put the accessories here, and you have to rip the box open to get to the accessories, which I don't like. So that's the only thing. I guess you could get like a razor blade and get real precise and cut around it, but ain't nobody got time for that. So we're gonna get all the hands out. The canister of ooze. There's the ooze canister, and it's really big, which is cool. And this one's got a nice little gash in it. I don't know if you guys can see that if the camera's picking it up or not, but it's got a nice little, is the camera picking it up? Mm-hmm. That gash. Nice gash in it. So really cool. So we're going to give him that. This is going to be a long video, by the way, so grab your favorite beverage, ask plenty of questions, and enjoy. Got a slice of pizza, same as we got with Leonardo. My wife's all excited because her favorite is Michelangelo. Believe it or not, Donatello is actually my favorite turtle, by the way. And I like all of them a lot, but I love him because he's smart, but also he can fight. So that's a great combination. Like genius smart. All right, let me clean up because if not, there won't be any room in here because I'm surrounded by toys. So let me try and get this, keep this manageable. Jeez. This freaking staff is huge too, guys. Look at this thing. This is my arm, and I'm like almost 6 foot for comparison. This thing is at the bend of my arm all the way to the center of my hand.
Does it come with the cassette tape with the Vanilla Ice Ninja Turtle song on it?
It does, but that would be awesome to have that. But yeah, this this is cool. He's already got the gripping hand here for the bow staff. So, and I like the pose from the box. I'm going to modify it just a little bit. So he's holding it hand over hand, which was cool. I like that pose. He's got a bent arm. And hold on, because this is like a pain in the butt. I recommend getting a blow dryer on these Neca toys before you start messing around with them because they are tough. And you can break some stuff if you're not careful. Is that how that looked? That hand was up a little higher than that. I may heat this up because I want it to be a certain way. Let me look at this. Posing figures is always a chore. Do I like that figure that posed that way, or do I want it? Arrgh. Get him loosened up because he's been in that plastic. I'm gonna look at these a little bit. There's a lot of different poses you can get him in. I like that canted pose, which is what I'm after. What do you think about that pose? But the problem is I've got to heat this elbow joint up like a lot to get the extension that I need because he's looking over this way, like so. Body's turned that way, and I'm terrified to really get in here and start torquing on him in any kind of way because he is Donatello, man. His walking stick. His arm pushed back. So I gotta work on that. Not gonna hold up the video for it. I'll maybe do a posing video later. But there's his stick. And put him in just the kind of museum pose for right now, so you know not to mess with him. Yeah, and he looks pretty cool. Comes with like a pizza grabbing hand, more of a pizza grabbing hand. Got another grabbing look hand. He's got a thumbs up hand, which is cool. And he's got another thumbs up hand, so if you want to do thumbs up for both sides, like when they said it's so much fun being a turtle, you could do that. So that's really awesome. So I'm going to try to keep, and then you've got the slice of pizza, which has a pretty good amount of detail on it, just in case. And it's pretty big. He can hold it. So that's kind of cool. Now there's all sorts of third-party vendors out there so that you can go out and you can buy like the pizza boxes, the papers they were reading, all kind of things for dioramas. So there's a lot of options there if that's something you're into. Yeah, I think he looks pretty cool. I really like that a lot. Stands up great. So really happy about him. Let's move him out of the way though for right now. I just want to kind of show you one time real quick. Hopefully he doesn't fall on me after I just said he stands up really good. Got my mix table down here, my turntable, and he looks really good. Again, I will show you close-ups of these guys at the end. So yeah, really happy with this one. All right. Next, let's move the mutagen out of the way and let's grab Raphael. Now my buddy Chris, shout out to him again. He picked this one up for me at the toy show. I couldn't make it this year. He scored big, and not only did he score big, but he got me the Raphael in the trench coat and the disguise, which is amazing. So really happy about this. If you never watched the Turtle movie, have you seen that movie? Mm-hmm. You remember he was in disguise? Mm-hmm. All right, just making sure. It's a great, great, great figure. And I'm going to keep him in disguise just to distinguish him because he was primarily in the disguise in the film. Great figure. Let's look at his box real quick. Everything's the same on the front, but on the side here, you got him standing with his hands in his pocket. He's got the hat on here, which is cool. On the back, and that's probably how I'm going to display him, hands in the pocket, straight gangster-like. All three of these have that. He's got a sculpted backpack on. Again, you can see the same image, and then on the side, you've got him holding the hat, which is cool. So there's a lot of posability here, especially once you get these joints to moving, which is awesome. Pull it out. He seems heavier than Donatello. This is how he looks outside. This is real cloth material, which is awesome. Got real buttons on it. Look at this trick. This is crazy. Mm-hmm. Oh, this is neat. That backpack is huge. You don't realize how big quarter scale stuff is either until you actually get in there and start looking at it. Quarter scale to me, man, is the way to go. If you can buy more quarter scale stuff, I would, because it's awesome. Let's see here. I can smell that factory smell in this one. Whew. Got a little funk to it. You couldn't really smell it with Donnie. Guess he had it out. And my buddy like talked them down on this because they wanted more, I think, than what I was willing to pay. And he talked them down to the point that I went ahead and pulled the trigger. So it all worked out, you know. Awesome. Gonna pull him out. Hopefully he comes out without any breaks or anything. Alright. No breaks, no breaks, no breaks. No breaks. Alright. No breaks on this one. Now, if you wanted to, you could undress him completely down so that he looks just like the rest of the turtles. But why would you want to do that when you have this particular setup? Different head sculpt, which is awesome. You can see the actual shell popping out in the back. His coat's a little wrinkled, but that's to be expected. He's been in the package. Let his feet down. He's a little front heavy. which to the arms are a little funky, so we gotta fix all of that stuff. Yeah. Make sure everything is, all the joints work. Look like they work really good. And let's look at the back of the box here. Looks really cool, you guys. So I'm going to open this up because I really like the look of this opened up, his little trench coat. And we'll have that set. This is, wow, this is nice. So yeah, and we'll spur that out. We're gonna go ahead and take the hands and everything out. And he comes with a lot of stuff, you guys. And we're gonna talk about it all. First things first, slice of pizza. He's got all his hands. He's got 1, 2. Oh, womp womp, he didn't have all the hands. That blows. Thought he had more hands than that. I guess they had to substitute something out for the darned, what do you call it? I guess they had to not give him as many hands because he's got all these other things. Because he only came with 2 hands, you guys, whereas the other turtles came with 2, 4, and an extra. So, what is this? 2, if I can count, 2, 4, 6, 7 hands. So that kind of blows. I want to make sure these hands look the same, and they do. So what that means for me is that I can steal one of Donatello's hands. He won't mind. And then I can make the hand look where they're going in the pockets. So that's pretty awesome. And these hands are a little bendy too, which is great. So I just stole a hand from Donnie, which is why you also need to get all the turtles so you can steal. We've got the baseball bat, which looks really good. If you've not seen that. Negan style. I may wrap it in some barbed wire. What do you think? It's like the same size as my pen, my Negan pen.
Mm-hmm, yep.
It's huge. And I don't know what it's made out of, but it's sculpted. It's really nice. The important things you guys care about, the size. And look, this is almost grown people size. Definitely kid size. It's huge. Got a side there. You've got one more side. I have to be careful, I don't break anything. Got another side. Both are straight as an arrow, which is awesome. You've got his last 2 accessories, which are his sculpted backpack. Look at that backpack. That's cool. And it's just a shell on the inside, but that's really neat. And you get his fedora. Freddy Krueger, you better watch out, buddy. And this just goes on right on top of the head, and then it's got a little hole in the back there for the actual bandana, which is also again cloth compared to the sculpted portion in the front. So that's cool. And this, show you guys when I do it, this just goes through here, I think. That's how it goes. And that should pop through. Yeah. And it fits on. That's gonna make him like he's slumped forward on the sit up. Yeah, that's cool. That looks good. Alright, now I'm gonna change these hands out. Hopefully without any incidents. Alright, we got hands that can go in pockets. At least one hand. Let's do the other. And you just need to be patient. Don't get in here bulldogging with this Neca stuff, or it will break on you. Take your time and it'll be cool. Alright, so we got both hands that I want to do the arms back. Oh, don't fall, buddy. In pocket. Get that big thumb out. These hands are huge. Ooh. I'm going to unbutton this too in a second. Get a bend in this knee so he'll stay put. A little bit better. second hand. I like that I'm cool look. This is awesome. Put that in the pocket. Yeah, I like this look. I just want it to go up a bit, like so. We're gonna unbutton him. Mature rating. Hey, button doesn't want to come loose. And see, under you get the same. He looks normal. But I unbuttoned him. I'm looking, not showing you. Sorry. He looks normal. I unbuttoned him so we can drop the size in, because that is important to who this character is. Those are his weapon. We'll get the other one in. Take my time here. Rest. Sort this out. Get his legs back, so we don't have those issues. Get this guy tucked in so you don't see any of that. And yeah, that looks pretty cool, you guys. What do you think, babe?
Mm-hmm.
Especially once you fix it to look like the promo photo, which, by the way, was awesome. You can have this going back. Now, the beautiful thing about a figure as opposed to a statue, and I do own both, is that you can go back and repose these whenever you want, whereas you're kind of stuck on the statue front with whatever you get. But this is really cool. And once you get in there and tweak a few things here and there, the jacket, once it stretches out, will be pretty good. You know, I like my collar to be up, but you guys can do whatever you want once with your figure. Down a little bit. I think that looks really good. Man, that's awesome. That is awesome. Thanks, Chris, for finding this one. I know this is the easier of the two to get, but he looks really good. Now, I just wanted to show you this for right now. I'm going to take his hands out because I do want to. Yeah, because this inside moves too. So, we'll fix all of that, or as much of it as I can.
Thumbs up.
And I'm going to figure out to put this dang backpack on. How do you do this?
Is Michelangelo next?
Yeah, he's last. God, I don't want to break his arms. He's like, give me liberty or give me death. Look at him. Like, what do you want from me? He can be annoyed. I can play with these things all night. That is crazy. Alright. Let's figure out, get these over. And this is pretty loose. You can get this back. You should be able to get this backpack on. Hopefully I can get it on. I'm telling you, it should be pretty easy. Just work its way back down the back portion. Maybe. Let's see. Down his shell. Probably should have did this without the hat. But gotta be cool. Alright. Looks like we're on. Yay. Got the backpack on. Looks amazing. Still got his hands up. Straight gangster. I'm going to put a little bit of tacky on his hat because I don't really like how that setup is. It's funny because would you think this was like a man if you saw him out? No, it's the answer. No way.
Yeah, if it's dark and you can't see his face.
It had to be really dark and you had to be really drunk or high. Because there's no way I would look at this big tall joker and be like, yeah, that's a normal dude. That's Kevin from work. Yeah, nah.
Chris said he needs some WD-40.
Yeah, he needs something, man. He's tight. I'm gonna take his size out, and the only reason is because of the pose I'm doing. I don't want to bend them because they're perfect, and they run really close to his body, and I don't want to mess that up. That looks good though, like so. Missing something here. There's Velcro on these sleeves, by the way, which is sick. Does that connect to that? I think it does. Move that out of the way. Looks good. Is there a fist? There's a pointing finger, but it's the wrong hand. I'm gonna change this just because my party and I cry if I want to. Man, putting this in as a B watch. Do I have enough bend? Yeah. This is how I'm gonna pose in the bed for right now. Once I stand him up straight, I'm gonna probably put a little bit of floor wax on these feet because he is so top heavy or front heavy. He doesn't like to sit up like the rest of his brothers does. So yeah, this is Raphael. Still has a bat, which I'm not using right now. I may put this in this other hand at some other point. Just depends on if I look at him for a while. Two sides we will use at some point if I do a fighting stance. But that is cool. Really happy to have him in the fold. All right, let me clean his mess up and we'll get to the last turtle. Then I'll show you the full setup. Squad. Pound squad. All right. 2 down and 1, 2, go. Ugh. A lot of stuff. So I think that looks really good. I'm happy with this one. Last but not least, my wife's favorite. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, Michelangelo. So Michelangelo is the only one. Michelangelo is the black turtle because he comes with pork rinds. So
That doesn't mean he's black.
that was racist. So I apologize. So we've got Michelangelo. I see the pork rinds right on top. That's why I said something about it. It's a huge pack too. I'm gonna show it to you. We got Michelangelo up front. The box is the same. This did come from Big Bad Toy Store, so shout out to them. He's got. I'm still laughing at that. He's got. We got a picture of him on the side. He does have creeper eyes as opposed to the others. Look how he's looking all beady eyed. Look at him. He's looking like I'm gonna kill you. He's high or something. I don't know. There's a cool photo of him on the side of the box here. He's looking crazy there too. I like his expression, but it does look a little weird compared to the other turtles. On the back, got him with his nunchucker. Right there, he's with him as well. He's got the piece of pizza there. That's all the turtles. So it's really cool. I'm gonna take him out of the box as well. All right, come on, Michelangelo, get out. All right. Here's your presentation. Look at that freaking, look at those eyes. And he's got a little bit of teeth showing right there, you see it? Yeah. Look, there he does, he got the teeth. That's crazy. Chokes, he's got the pork rinds. I don't know if you can see that, but I'll show it to you anyway in a second. I'm going to cut him loose and hopefully no broke joints. Because I'm telling you, I've seen a lot of videos where joints were broken. Should have got my snippers. That would have worked better than these scissors, but Michelangelo was also the hardest to get because for whatever reason, people are like not playing about Michelangelo's price online. I even saw one ad on eBay for $1,000. I was like, that better be a full size Michelangelo, like the actual suit that was used in the movie. And boom. All right, got all that stuff out of there. Let's try to get him out of here. Arm is loose. What I could do. Leg out. This leg out. Ankle. Ankle. And neck. Come on out of there. Alright, no broken joints. Praise him. Alright, so we are 4 for 4. No broken joints. Even though Michelangelo looks a little funky in the face, he's nice and tight on his ankles. So that is cool. So he should stand okay once I get him centered. Get his arms. Ooh, his arms are tight. Put him down. Yeah, it just looks weird, man. Dude's eyes is like piercing. Kind of cool. He does not have any holder on his belt technically for his nunchucks, which is a bummer. That's one thing that I was hoping he had that he does not have. Everybody else has a holder for their weapons, but Michelangelo doesn't. Not for his nunchucks that I've seen. So I guess he's just supposed to hold them. So yeah, I don't know how this is going to work. I guess you could put one on his arm and in his hand, and he can hold the other pair. Or he can hold both pair. I don't know how I'm going to do that exactly, but he does look really freaking good. Accessory wise, let's go ahead and get into the accessories. They all want to lean forward until you get those feet working. Get that like that, get that like that. There you go, buddy. And squeeze that arm so it's in a natural looking position. Jeez, these guys are tight-legged, bodied. And these quarter scale figs will fall, so you got to be careful when you're messing around with them. If you're not careful, they'll fall on you. I want to have a look at that. I'm happy with that for right now. Yeah. So everything on this looks really good as well. The sculpting of the shell looks amazing. Looks like a real turtle shell, kind of gross in fact. Let's go ahead and get inside of the package. Get these hands out. We've got 6 hands in here. 1, 2, 3. We've got, looks like the infamous pork rinds. Very interesting. Fried pork rinds. A tasty but never wasty treat. Girls. And he's got his wooden nunchucks, which are awesome. So he's got one nunchuck. They're wooden, they're big, they look really cool. And he's got a second nunchuck. If I can match it out. Good. One up, buddy. Alright, we got everything out of there. So this can go back in there. Cool. So all his different hands we have here. We've got nunchuck hands. Put them in a simple pose for right now because and that's not a good nunchuck hand. That's a much better nunchuck hand. That's a pretty good nunchuck hand. So let's see if this is a good nunchuck hand. I may change both of these out. Just looking to see where I'm getting the best gripping motion from him. This is fine. We're gonna swap this guy out. And all I'm doing to swap these hands out is I'm just twisting to get it going in the right direction. Not sure about that. Is that it? Yeah, I guess so. We got the other nunchuck. So he's got both of his. That's the only complaint I got. What do you think about this face scope? Got the pork rinds, and he's got a thumbs up hand. He's got a pizza hand. He's got another pizza hand. He's got another gripping hand, another thumbs up, so you can do both hands too, which would be cool for him to do. And I think he would be awesome. What do you think? Mm-hmm. So there's his nunchucks. This is a pretty boring pose if you ask me, especially for that face sculpt. He just doesn't look like he's ready to fight. So I'm going to tuck these nunchucks away back here, because that's where I think they probably go, if I remember correctly. And I'm going to change his hands out again, just because. Why not? And we're going to give him a cooler pose. Let's see. Boom. Make sure I got two. I do have a shredder figure, which I do love. I can't remember which company. I think Dream EX that I have it from is up in my cabinet. I really love it. It's got a lot of pointy parts on it, which I really like, and it's my favorite shredder figure that I've seen up to this point. Boom. Yeah, and mix that up angle. Arm needs to be up to do that motion. Bend in. Did I do that? Is that right, Gina?
What are you trying to do?
Make him the thumbs down. Put these back in his waistband. You gotta be careful with these too, because they don't quite fit. They fit okay, but not perfect. So you gotta wedge them in here a little bit. But they will go, and they will stay. The nunchucks that is. And I may do, we'll say he's right-handed, so I'll do something like that, and put this hand down maybe. Gripper, gripping hand. They're about the same. Put this one back on just to play with some different poses here. See what we got. Yeah, something like that. What do you think? Like in terms of how he's looking, is that like a normal thumbs down motion?
From somebody with 3 fingers, yeah.
And like a boss, he's holding his pork rinds. And we're gonna put it facing forward. Yeah, down, thumbs down the pork rinds. So there you go. There's Michelangelo. Oh, don't fall, buddy. Let me put everything back and put these sides up here so I don't tear them up if I step on them. Alright, we're going to turn him around so you can see him in his thumbs down pose. He is gripping his favorite treat, which is flavored with salt pork rinds. Forgot to mention the flavored with salt part. He's got his nunchucks tucked in, and he's looking fabulous. Super awesome. And Michelangelo, my understanding is the little brother, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we got them all here. So now let's remove my kitchen turntable. Too cheap to buy a proper one, and let's get them all set up. So who do I want where? Maybe put you on this corner. I'm going to put Donnie on the other corner. Where he's looking back at you guys. Oh, he's looking so determined. He's like the Terminator. The Turtlenator. We're going to get my man Ralph, and hopefully he will stand for us. Hopefully. Because he has the most problem standing. Put his hat back on because he's in disguise. We don't know it's him. It's a secret. And we'll move Donnie over a little bit. We're going to move. Which is the one I had first. Leo, the leader of the squad. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I feel some type of way when I see this. What do you think, babe?
Yeah, that's dope.
I think that is super crazy. Let me get out of the way and step back and see what y'all are seeing. Now, let me go closer because I did promise you some close-ups. And let me try to get down low. Sorry about this image stabilization crap. That looks freaking sick. And you know what? I'm going to come off of this tripod because that is hopefully going to give us better views. Oh yeah, dude, it is awesome. So look at that. That is sick. He's holding the pork rinds. I did put Leo's other sword up because he's only got one sword right now because his weapons are the longest in terms of how I had them positioned. I've got to find somewhere for all of these guys to go because I have no idea right now because that space is reserved for something special. So I got to find a spot. Maybe I'll build another shelf for these guys or put them up here and move Voltron. I don't know what I'm going to do with them just yet, but holy smokes, this is amazing. I'll show you some of the detail up close. There's an up close here. Look at that guy there. Look at the eyes on him. Just excellent paint work. Look at the dimples. He looks like a turtle. You can see the little spot part like here. The spots on them, they don't all have the same spots. They kind of do, but not really. Just very good detail on these turtles. Crazy. Look at that sword. Donnie's staff. Donnie's got a slightly different look on his face. His face is different if you notice a little bit from Leo's. Ralph has a little bit fatter face, maybe a slightly shorter nose. The trench coat looks good. The thumbs up. Look at the detail on the actual thumb. And the trench coat. Oh my God. It's got the little part at the bottom. I'm gonna go in the back and show you guys the full setup. And old crazy eyes, the man of the hour, Michelangelo. You got the teeth showing. Ralph kind of has a little bit of teeth showing, but you can really see those digits on Michelangelo. He's giving you the thumbs down, say no to drugs, kids. Got his nunchucks tucked in, and he's got his pork rinds tucked away right there. Just nasty, man. This is, as a kid, you know, there was nothing more impressive to me than the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, especially the cartoon. And I watched it religiously, and it was so awesome. And I think that these are great because when the movie came out, I almost died. Let me show you the back, and you see the little shells. The attention to detail here is amazing. You can see the shell area, which is awesome. Top of the heads here. That bandana fabric looks really good. Elbow pads look amazing. Got the chucks. He's standing up. The detail on the back of the shell. There's my dog Sasha. Looks really good. No, Sasha, you gotta go because you're gonna knock the table over. Then you've got, it looks like this stuff was made like in a sewer. I mean, it's like duh, but it really does. That molding on that backpack, super sick. Going through the hat, I could probably fit that through there a little bit better, but everything fits really well. And that this is starting to unwrinkle a little bit, which is nice. I'm gonna change his position a little bit. And of course, we've got Donnie here, where you can see where his staff would go back there, and you can see the fine detail on that shell, which they all have similar scopes on the back of the shells, but it. And one thing I just noticed, I've had this turtle the longest, and I never removed this darn rubber band from his neck. Talk about attention to detail. He's been choking this whole time. All right, let's breathe, brother. Now you can breathe, my brother. All right. The leader can now breathe. No wonder he was turning blue. Get it? All right, guys. So that's it. I've got my Turtles collection complete. Somebody asked me if I was interested in possibly getting the Raphael without the trench coat, and I said it makes no sense because that is Raphael if you did not want the trench coat. The only difference is you probably get more hands if you got the one without the trench coat. And let me tell you guys what, I'm in no shortage of turtle hands. So that's all I got. You guys have a heck of a weekend. I appreciate